Where the heck is everybody? It's been numero 2 minutes. Hey Christy, how are you, baby? There you go. Now we talking. Go for it, Christy. It's a free yes or no. I'm good. It's just too hot outside. That's my only main thing that's like, wow, how can it be so hot? It's so hot I started adding crushed ice to my aloe water to make it through the day. Is Alfred having me watched or keeping tabs on me? Girl, what I'm gonna do with you and Alfred? Is Alfred having you watched or keeping tabs on you? Let's see. I'll give you an oracle too if you want it. Is Alfred having you watched or keeping tabs on you? Ace of Cups, Empress reversed, I don't know if they're necessarily like saying, okay, you go watch Christy, right? You are in charge of watching what Christy does, or I need to keep tabs on where she's going. I need to stalk her. But they do wonder or are interested in knowing if you have any new love offers. My lips are literally numb from the ice. Hey, Tanya. Hey, John. How are you? Did you get your aloe water ordered? Anyway, this is more like an internal thing, though, Christy. It's not like I'm going to take action and keep tabs on you. I'm going to put a camera that you don't know about in your car. I'm going to make a fake account to watch your Instagram. They could do all those things, but this is a more internal thing. With the Ace of Cups Empress reversed, it's like they are wondering in their mind if you have new offers or who is available for love for you, like that. Which means there's an interest there. But are they willing to show it and work on it? I don't know. But this is more internal. Internally, they're like, I wonder if she is having new offers. I wonder who she has available, showing her attention. You know what I'm saying? All right, I'm going to give you an oracle card. Is it hot where y'all live? I know I sound like a whiny baby, but I've been like overwhelmed with it today. It felt like I was being microwaved, and I don't even work outside. I work in an office. This is just when I went outside to take my kids to the dentist and went to the grocery store. Hey Rita, how are you, baby? Christy, you got inspiration can be found in the simplest things. You can, Christy, just let me know when you do it, or either if you put the question in the chat or whatever. You know the vibes. Make a wish, take a chance, make a change. This is not talking about the person you're asking about, because you see the elephant, he's standing on a branch. He's got to take the leap of faith that the fool takes. This is about you putting some sort of discipline in your life to build whatever it is I always ask you about. I can't remember if it's a website, if it's an online e-business, if it's a side hustle. There's something that's always in your energy when I do random cards for you, and it's like spirit's nudging you. So you'll know if this makes sense because you get nudged internally. But you just kind of like, you know it's there, but you don't put your all into this thing. But whenever you try to leave this thing alone, you always seem to keep getting those nudges. And the thing with spirit, as far as like how it happens for me, I don't know about everybody else, but spirit will not be overwhelming, right? That spirit will just kind of nudge you along, and you'll know it's there, but you'll have the free will to ignore it if you want to. So yeah. All right, thank you, Liz. You can post your question. Well, perfect. If you started working on it again, that's the thing. Because look at the picture. It's an elephant on a branch. Like, he's standing there, he's got to take that leap. And if you're already getting inspiration and nudges, you know what I'm talking about then. Stay deeply rooted while reaching for the sky. It's literally a tree. A tree comes from an acorn, you know. You know. You're welcome. You're very welcome. Miss Bikini, did you get your aloe water? Or did you order it at least? Alright, Liz is up. How will my birthday party go at the end of the month? I'm mixing a few friend groups, so kind of wondering how that will go, LOL. Liz, I know this is not what you asked me, and you don't have to tell me if you don't want to since we're in a chat, but do you remember this one time you asked me about something that was like a get-together, and I gave you like a reading on it, and you said, you know, I'll let you know how it goes or whatever? Do you remember if that came out like that? Because I can't remember what came out, to be honest. But this question reminded me of it. But it wasn't your birthday party, it was something else. It was like something with some friends and their partners and you and your partner. You do remember that? Okay. I was just curious because I always forget, but that was for another gathering for Pride, LOL. Okay. I remember that. It was like a couple months ago, maybe. I ain't good with time. Time just be running together. How will my birthday party go at the end of the month? I'm mixing a few friend groups, so kind of wondering how that will go. I got you. 3 shuffles. How will Liz's birthday party go at the end of the month? It was May, so let's see if that June, July. Yeah, about 2 or 3 months then. Can y'all believe 2025 is already on the downhill? I heard someone else talking about this today, so I'm going to tell y'all because it resonated with me. We should go ahead and be like thinking about what do we want to conquer for the new year. So by the time the new year comes, we already have started it for a little bit, you know. Take a couple months to think it over, and then take 90 days to get the routine down. So by the time the new year comes, your resolution is done. All right, thank you, Christy. You'll be next, baby. All right, how will my birthday party go at the end of the month? I'm just gonna shuffle some more. Because every time I want to make a New Year's resolution, I'm all excited about the newness of it when the year starts, right? But I hadn't put in any work to create consistency. So therefore, like, and it's too hard to do it whenever you're hitting the holiday season, it's easy to say, I'll just start in January. But if you go ahead and get your head around it before, it might stick better. I don't know. All right, let's see. How will your birthday party go at the end of the month? 5 of Wands reversed. So this came out in the answer position. So with that being said, and the way you asked the question, is there going to be an issue because of the differences between these two? No matter what comes out, I feel like it's going to overall be a smooth thing. Maybe even surprisingly so, because the 5 of Wands reversed is about avoiding any sort of drama or confusion or pettiness, conflicts, gossip. This is avoidance of that. Hey Matt, how are you, baby? 6 of Cups reversed. Let's see what else comes out. Page of Pentacles reversed. Hermit. 5 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles. Page of Wands reversed. 8 of Pentacles. The Emperor and the Tower. Okay, so what I think is going to happen, Liz, is like, even though this is your birthday, think about like if you've ever worked at a job where you have these like team builds, and just say there's like 30 people in the team build, and when you go there, nobody has drama or conflict. Let me see what you said. And right now, else both have issues with some of our own friends. Okay, I got you. So you go to the team build, right? The meeting after work. It's like a thing you have to go to. And just pretend there's like 30 or 40 employees. It's a small company. Nobody like has conflict with each other, but it's almost kind of like cliques. 3 of Pentacles. The ones who are familiar with each other, the ones who naturally are already connected from before your birthday party, they're going to find themselves hanging out together. 3 of Pentacles. And they may not really feed any sort of energy into the others, 5 of Pentacles and the Hermit. However, it's not going to be in a bad way. It's just going to be like cliquey, I feel like. There may be a hi, how are you, or whatever, but no deep conversation with the different cliques, whatever that means for this situation. It's more like, the reason why I said a work party is the 8 of Pentacles, and it made me think of in times in my life where I have to go to something like that. People naturally draw towards the ones that are already their work buddies, or they're already connected to that person. They already text after work. They've been in the same department for 2 years, so they're like always going to lunch together. So they already have an established connection. So I don't feel like anybody's going to be rude, out of character, but like professional. Emperor. Hi, how are you? You know our customer service voice. Even my kids pick at me and say sometimes I do it on here, so I have to pay attention not to do that to y'all. It's not inauthentic, but it's like trying to be polite, trying to, you know, just say what's necessary to get out of the situation. You know what I mean? Yeah, like when you go up to the drive-thru and you scream at your kids, what do y'all want to eat? But then the lady comes on the speaker and you're like, yeah, I would like a number 2 with an extra ketchup, please. You know what I'm saying? Customer service vibes. So not necessarily just like that. It's a bad example. But I do feel like everything will go smooth and everybody will be there for the same reason, your birthday. But they're not just going to be overly indulging in each other's company unless they're already connected. Yeah, everybody will be smooth sailing. They'll be polite, 8 of Pentacles and the Emperor. They'll be completely polite. They just may not feed each other energy if they don't have a prior connection. 5 of Pentacles and the Hermit. But the ones who do have that already established foundation, 3 of Pentacles, they're going to be the ones hanging out together, which is pretty normal. And I don't see any drama coming out of it. 5 of Wands reversed. So just kind of like hanging with your friends when you're in the 8th grade and you have your little cliques. They're all going to stay together, but nobody overall is going to like get into any sort of altercation or argument or say anything to be petty. I feel like they're all going to be there for your birthday and it'll go fine as long as you don't expect that every one of them are going to be like all up in each other's grill. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what you say. Me too, Liz. Hey, Fiona and Alice. I'm socially awkward too, Liz, so if they act socially awkward, yeah, you can't hold that against them. Alice, I'm doing paid readings right now, baby. I'm going to give you some oracle cards too, Liz. So, when is your actual birthday? Because you give me like so many readings from me. Like when I go live around your birthday, whenever you said that was, I want to give you a reading for that when it comes up. It's already passed, huh? The 21st of July. Well, the next time you come in here, you get a free reading then. Unless it's August. Okay, that's what you need to do. Oh, it's 21st of August. So anytime between, I'm not picky because you know how unscheduled my lives are. So I'll remember that I told you that. So anytime like I go live from now until then, if you come in and let me know you want to get your birthday reading. Because who knows, I might not show up on the exact day. I'm working on it, but. Hey Simon, how are you, baby? All right, Liz. Make today an adventure. Again, this is the same vibe of the click thing. Remember I said the Three of Pentacles? They've already established a connection. They're hanging out. These three cats, they look almost identical. They have things in common, and it's very obvious in the picture. Those are the ones that are like going to be naturally clicking, which is normal. But it's not going to be in a rude way. It'll just be those are the ones that are truly enjoying each other. And then the rest of them, they'll just be kind of polite. You are the creative force that shapes your reality. I don't know what that is, a spider? She's got like little legs. Maybe that is it. You are the creative force that shapes your reality. Don't you know it? Simon, I had me some Chinese. Thank you, Matt. Love is the greatest healing therapy. Love is the greatest healing therapy, which I think, again, is a message saying that you're going to be good. Your party will be fine. They're just going to kind of be hanging among themselves, the ones that already know each other. And I'm going to just read the bottom to you. Learning a new way to think helps you master a new way to be. You already know that. I just like these cards because they're sweet. So thank you, Liz. And you have to come back and let us know if it works out. Y'all talking about food again? I didn't eat before I came on here. Y'all gonna make me want to eat some more. I don't know, Fiona. I did see him earlier. There you go. That way they can naturally mingle, and maybe they can open up a little bit, because if they naturally have to interact, do you know what I'm saying? They're not going to be rude about it. That might help, you know, be a catalyst to the situation. And you welcome. All right, Christy, where you at? Lay it on me. What did Simon cook? Something good. Brisket with chili. We're going to have to all go to Simon's house. Simon putting my Chinese food to shame. No, I love some Chinese food. We eat Chinese food like every week. Simon said, come on over, he'll feed us all. All right, let me read this, Christy. I'm going to get my vape off the charger. Christy done posted her question, and you know, you gotta have your vape ready when you do Christy's reading stuff. And in case that's not enough support, I brought a cow tail with caramel in it. I'm just kidding, Christy. I'm just trying to be funny. Thank you, Matt. Me too, Matt. Chinese is good stuff. Yep, Fiona said I need a vape for Maria, LZ, and Christy. Poor Marky, he be like straight up like, okay, you're the #1 pain in the ass. All right, Miss Bikini, you clutch them pearls while I hit my vape and possibly eat my cow tail. All right. If y'all never had a cow tail and you go to the Dollar General, you should go and get one. They remind me of my childhood. It looks like a tampon. Oh Lord, that's a long skinny one too. I'm just kidding. I need to shut up. I always get, okay, I'm gonna answer her question, then I'll tell y'all what I always get at Chinese. Hey Fever, how are you? Alright, what are Alfred's current thoughts and feelings for me? Why is he thinking about me? Alright, Christy, let's see. We're going to use Morgan Greer on you. 5 shuffles. Lord help me. You ain't got to be sorry. That's funny. You safe to joke in here. Me too, Simon. I'm not good with spicy. Like I started eating like little jalapeno pieces that are like in the pickle aisle on my hamburger, but they're not really that spicy. No, I never had that. Miss Bikini said she has. Fiona said she loves the soap opera reading. So, Christy, Fiona said thank you for the engagement. All right, we're going to shuffle it 2 more times for the hell of it. Hey, Adam, I didn't see you say hello, so I'm sorry, but I missed that. What are Alfred's current thoughts and feelings for me, and why is he thinking about me? Alfred's current thoughts and feelings. All right. Thank you, Mia, but I'm on a paid reading right now, baby. When I do the free questions, there'll be yes or no's, and I'll open it up and let you know. Alright. I hope I didn't hide her because I didn't mean to if I did. You good? Okay, I didn't. There she is. That's that Elon internet. I hope Marky's alright. I was trying to get one to pop out, Christy. Ten of Wands is the first thing out. So no matter what comes out in the reading, Christy, with the Ten of Wands, you see how them 10 wands are in front of his face? He's got a lot going on in his responsibility area. I know you didn't ask that, but I feel like the reason why it's coming out is it's affecting his daily world. Like it's the top of the agenda in his head. It's what's taking up most of the real estate up there in his brain. You know what I'm saying? This feels like the struggles of life, whatever that means for this person. So even though I don't think it has anything to do with you directly, I feel like it's significant in some way. Strength reversed, yeah, from the Ten of Wands. Let's just keep going. Alfred's thoughts and feelings, and why is he thinking of you? The World card. The Three of Swords, Six of Wands reversed, Alfred is in struggle bus mode. Like, I can't make this good. I can't say he feels good towards you. He may be wondering what kind of love options you have because he did get the Ace of Cups. The Empress reversed was at the bottom of the deck, you remember? If you and him have not had an established relationship, then this is not something you should take personal that he feels towards you directly, right? But the Three of Swords is here. That's heartbreak. Painful endings, things feeling like he's been done wrong, like things did not go the way they should have, even if he caused it. Which, by the way, ultimately we cause it all, right? We manifest everything, but that's not the point. Even if he did cause it, whatever, this is like heartbreak, anxieties, fears, worries, doubts, burdens. You got the Ten of Wands, the Nine of Swords, the Three of Swords, and then you got this sense of like being drained completely, the Strength reversed. He feels like giving up at times, and he likes to stay within himself. This is what people do to cope sometimes, even me. Hey, Dan the man. Even me, right? We all do it. Hermit card. He feels emotionally unavailable, but he sees something about you with this world energy as alluring, appetizing, attractive. It looks like something that's just out of reach, but very I'm not trying to compare you to food, but you know, like appetizing, but that's not the word I need to use because you're a person. But it's like he sees you as something that's the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow kind of thing. But he's in this energy of not being open. King of Cups reversed to like a relationship with you. This sounds like you. He could be. He's married and I found out he has a baby on the way. Well, I be damned. Ho! Is he happy? I hate to say that, but he doesn't feel happy. Now, that could be one of two things. It could be that he's having a freak out. If he's going to be a new parent, you know, I don't know. All I'm able to tell you is the energy is not happy. This is not a fun energy to be in. He's emotionally unavailable. He's drained. That's probably why he sees you as the world energy, because you're not even a part of his cycle. What I'm going to do with you? He sees you as the world because you're not part of his cycle. If he's married with a baby on the way, so you are attractive. If he's not a new parent and he has a baby on the way, that's still the same thing as a new parent with that baby. Whatever is going on in his life is what's blinding him, right? Burdens. But this is like a, more like a daydream is where you would be in this person's world. You understand? Because if he's married, even though he's not looking too happy, I'm being honest, he don't look like he's in a happy energy. He's emotionally unavailable. He's burdened. He's full of anxiety and pain with the Three of Swords. His energy is depleted. He feels like giving up at times. It doesn't look like it to me, Christy. I mean, anybody in this energy, how can I sit here and tell you yes? That would be a lie. But that's not someone you need to be side-eyeing, so let me just say that. I don't think he feels regret for going towards you. I think he feels as you're something that's just like in the world energy. You're like right out of his reach. You are more like a daydream or a good idea. It's something that would be nice. But he doesn't truly know you on that level. All he knows is what he sees on the outside. You see what I'm saying? He's just an unhappy guy right now based on what his reality is throwing at him. So by him being enticed by the idea of you, it's not a healthy enticed. You don't want anyone that is in this energy to be coming towards you and you reciprocating, ever. Because what's going to happen is they're going to bring this ball of energy with them, and it's going to manifest between you and him eventually, because energy is not created or destroyed. It only changes shape and form. So whatever energy you bring and he brings, it's going to come between them, come between you and him, and it's going to create a new dynamic with you and him. So yes, he does see you as good looking, enticing, attractive, more like a daydream, a good idea, something that, you know, seems in the future and a little bit out of reach. That's why the world energy is here. Hey, pure heart. But at the same time, even if he's not happy, which he doesn't look very happy, he's just going to bring all this with him. So that's not, you can't run from this energy. He would take it with him in his pocket, and then it will manifest between you and him if you were to entertain it. I'm just telling you. So attracted to you, yes. But if I was you, I would not do anything about it if he came towards me. Because he got all the cards that make you feel bad. You know, 3 of Swords, 9 of Swords, 10 of Wands, the Given Up card with the 7 of Wands reversed, Strength reversed, and emotionally unavailable. Oh, and to top it off, the bottom of the deck, 5 of Wands. This is the card of drama, pettiness, you know, arguments, that kind of energy. So even if it's not between you and him, even if it's at his house, you don't want him to bring that to you. And with the Knight of Wands, again, yes, he is attracted to you. It's like you are enticing for this person. But I don't feel like it's something you need to be entertaining. And I can't sit here and say it is. So. You already knew that before you asked me, though. Deep down in your heart, you already knew. Alright, I'm going to give you some of these moon oracles. That means you are, Fiona, you are like savage drinking that coffee with nothing in it. All right, you got the number 43, and it says the unexpected. Y'all don't look at my crusty fingernails. Just look at the card, okay? Thank you. So what could this be, Christy? A blue moon. I know you get tired of me telling you, but I do feel like if you could just, there's a ball of energy in this card. You remember me talking about the ball of energy that follows us everywhere? It's going to be in his pocket. I feel like if you take whatever's going on in the desires of your heart towards a relationship and you put that ball of energy into doing the things you said you started, I feel like by default you'll manifest a happy relationship, but it'll be on accident. So it's not easy to do. It's a lot easier said than done, right? And then you got action, number 15, breaking down to a 6, which is the action that you need to take with this ball of energy that you're transmuting into that thing that we talked about a while ago that you need to put your main energy in. It needs to become your front burner. It needs to be, not on the back burner. It needs to be on the front burner of your world. And then the change card is at the bottom. That's how you do it. You got change, action, and the unexpected. So it means that okay, Christy, just let me know if you do it, baby. And then put your question in the chat. Dan, have you ever had a cow tail? I know you're not supposed to have stuff like that, but your mom gets you, Miss Bikini? It's just caramel, Fiona, and it has like this white creamy stuff in the middle. And it's called a cow tail. I don't know if you can see it good enough on my camera, but it's like a caramel, and then it has the white stuff in the middle. Christy, if he does, he misses the idea of you because he's avoiding whatever he's going through currently. If he does. It's an illusion. Everyone always thinks the grass is greener on the other side, but the problem that the thing they seem to overlook is the fact that they take themselves with them wherever they go. Exactly. You should get away from that person. Not that they're a bad person, but they have their own life they've already established that they need to worry about. Hey, Shavina. Yes, Miss Bikini. I'm bad about laying in the bed and being like, oh my God, did I do that thing today? Hey, Marky. All right, Christy. I'm eating a cow tail. Have you had one before, Mark? It's caramel. I remember I used to eat them when I was a kid. Some junk I don't need. Never seen a cowtail. You need a cowtail. It would be so cool if we could just send Mark snacks easily. Shavina, I'll get you, baby, after I do. Christy's about to donate for another question. So I'll open up the free yes or no's at the end once she gets done, okay? You never had one either. Am I the only person that grew up on cowtails? It's just caramel with some creamy stuff in the middle. I don't know why they call them cowtails. Maybe it's something we only have around here, Lord. I don't know. Yeah, Fiona manifested you, Mark. Fiona's like, listen, ho, I ain't manifest nothing. I just asked how Mark was or where he was. Sit down with your orange pajamas on. Maybe when you was a kid. Marky said he thought you missed him. I know, Fiona. I'm just trying to make you laugh. I'm just so happy. Let me tell y'all what will give you a reality check. Like if you're in a certain routine, right? And then you start to get tired of it. I'll tell y'all the exact thing that happens. So I like get tired of working. Sometimes I get drained or whatever. So last week I had to go to the other office, and it's like an hour one way. So I have to drive in the morning an hour. Uh-oh, my cousin's cutting the grass. I hope it ain't too loud. Y'all hear it? If it ain't the dryer, it's the lawnmower at my house. Anyway, I had to drive an hour there and an hour back. So I was so tired by the end of the week, I pretty much did nothing for 2 days straight. So today, when I went back to my regular job 10 minutes from my house, it made me so grateful to have my regular office back. All right, lay it on me, Christy. I know, Mark. It's because it's so dang hot. I can't even talk. I can't even complain. Like, I'm just glad she cutting it for me. She cuts it for me, and then I pay her $50. That's a very good trade, in my opinion. She must have lights on her lawnmower. I don't know. I should look. Because it's black dark. Like it's, you can't see out there. We do have a security light in the backyard, but not this part. Not in the front. Yes, Dan. I'm so grateful to be back at my regular office today. I had to take the kids to a dentist appointment at 4. So I ended up having to leave early, but the day just went by so fast and smooth and peaceful, like, oh. I'm sure y'all could guess it, but I literally work completely by myself at that office. It's just like a little bitty office building, and I'm the only one in there. And it's rather wonderful. You been doing tarot readings, Mark? Have you been having some pain in the asses? Christy, I didn't see your question on the thing. I got the donation, yeah, but I don't know the question. Let me type in here in case she's behind. You're behind on live. Oh, she said okay. Type it on out, girl. Miss Bikini, you can probably relate to that because you work from home. So, like, imagine if you had to go like an hour away for a whole week straight. You'd be so glad to get back to your regular thing. Christy, where your question at, girl? You about to make me start making the Jeopardy noise. Oh, there she goes. That's that Mercury retrograde, Mark. Can you tell me what are Terry's current thoughts and emotions towards me? Can you go ahead and lay it on me about Terry, Christy, so I can have that in my brain when I do this reading? Is this somebody you just interested in, like a crush, or is this someone you talk to sometimes, or you see them around? Just give me like one sentence of the dirt, and then you can retract it if you want to. Yes, Fiona, we had a heat wave warning all day too. That's why I'm saying I couldn't hardly take it. Dan said, Shavina, I'm on paid readings right now, but whenever I open it up, I'll let you know. He's an Aquarius. We're not on the best terms, and he's a past person. I just blocked her on accident, y'all. How do I fix that? I didn't mean to do that, but there we go. I unhid her because I didn't mean to do that. Hey, Claudia. My car literally said 107, but that was because I had just turned it on. Thank you, Matt. I didn't mean to do that. She probably said, what the hell? You kind of cut him off. Okay. He's an Aquarius. Christy got that Aquarius man. How you doing, Claudia? All right, now let me think. I got to get my brain back on this question. We're not on the best term. And I swear my brain's been all over the place. I'm going to blame that on Mercury retrograde too. We're not on the best terms, and he's a past person. All right, 4 more shuffles. I'm switching decks. I know I done got through that many shuffles and switched, but that's the last one I used, so. We'll do 5 shuffles on this one. Did you just say his feelings? His thoughts and feelings towards you. Ooh. This feels like he's holding a grudge. I don't want to tell you that and you overthink it. So please don't overthink it, but a stubborn grudge. That's what I feel like. The hell? Okay. So the answer card was the Justice reverse. So this is a card that says, I feel like things didn't work out in a balanced way. I feel like someone in this dynamic was done wrong. Even if you feel like you were done wrong, I feel like he feels the same way about himself. Remember, it doesn't have to be the truth. It just can be this person's perspective, right? Based on how they think and how they view the situation. Injustice, unbalance, something happened, and that's what they're mainly focused on when they think of you and who you are as a person. Hangman reversed. Hangman reversed is very narrow-minded. He's very focused in on one specific thing. He's not willing to see both sides of the coin. He's not willing to look at your side of the argument. He's not willing to like compromise and open up. He's not open-minded. He's the opposite, right? And as a result of that, he's showing me the King of Swords reverse. This is his card too because he's an Aquarius. But it's in the reverse, which is why I said there's a stubborn grudge here. The Four of Wands is reversed. This is like energetically, he views this situation as something that the door is closed on. Kind of like it's slammed shut. Not that he slammed a door on you, but like he feels like from whatever has already transpired, this is a done situation. It's not something that he's going to wait for you to open up for. He thinks that whatever happened, it caused this situation to not, he's not going to get the opportunity to reconnect. Three of Wands reversed. He's not expecting that to happen. And also, even if you didn't mean to do this, Christy, with the Emperor reversed, so the Emperor, he's a good guy, but when he's reversed, he's already a little stubborn, but when he's reversed, it's like he's got a little bit of like little man syndrome, right? So whatever you've ever done or said to him, it might have triggered some insecurities in him. So that means that you could easily trigger him even if you don't realize it. Even if he didn't open up about it, even if he kept it within himself, yeah. And he also thinks that you have some other options, even if that's not true. Like he thinks you as a person, you're able to just kind of like get other people by being like in a childlike, happy, go-lucky, maybe childlike is not the right word, but a jovial spirit, like there's other people probably waiting for you to text back kind of energy. What the hell? And he feels like he's holding a stubborn grudge against whatever happened. And then on the bottom of the deck with the High Priestess in the upright, this is about silence, radio silence. No communication or no expected communication between you and him. And also a sense of holding back from any like leap of faith, holding back from trying new things with you. He's very much like being stubbornly grudgeful in some way. I don't know if that's a word, but you got it. He betrayed you. That's why I made sure to tell you, even if that's the truth. I don't doubt it. I don't say I don't believe you. He, even though, let's say he did and you didn't do anything to him, he still feels wronged. He feels like this did not work out in his favor. He feels like he got the short end of the stick. But he does see you as someone who has like a jovial spirit that have other people interested in them. Chariot card. Like, he even assumes that you've moved on from him. So, yeah. Even if he did betray you, he feels wronged. And you know what? You would be shocked at the audacity of some people. Let me put it this way. He could feel like he got done wrong because you didn't give him another chance after he betrayed you. He could feel like that was not fair. How is that accurate? If you messed up, you messed up, buddy. That is fair. You got your just due. But from his perspective, I feel like I was done wrong because I didn't get another chance, or I didn't get to try again, or I didn't get the chance to do that to this person again. Some people have audacity. Some people have entitlement, and they literally see things from a selfish perspective. You know what I'm saying, though? I'm not saying those are the words he thinks. I'm just giving you an example of this kind of energy. Someone that feels they were done wrong, if they were the one doing the betrayal, then they're being very, audacity. They have audacity to think that they deserve that. They're entitled. That, but not just towards you. Just remember, try not to let it anger you too much, because it's not really towards you personally. It's who they are at an energetic level. You see? So really, what would do you the best good, if we're going to give out some unsolicited advice from me today, is if you can somehow think of this person in your mind and be so grateful that you learned boundaries by cutting them off, that they showed you the lesson around boundaries, and you're so grateful they taught you that from what they did to you, you will move forward on a better timeline, and they'll stay right here in this same energy and do it to another person that allows it. But you got the Chariot card, so that's always an option, right? If you can just say, I'm grateful, it takes some time. It's not something you can do in a day, but work on doing that internally. Cultivating a feeling of gratitude around what this person taught you. I know that's not easy. I'm mad at you from second grade because you used my favorite pencil. I be like that, but I'm working on it. I'm a work in progress. But the best thing to do is be grateful and have gratitude for the shitty people that were in your world, that you were able to be provided with wisdom from God above to show you what you needed to see, so that you don't have to redo this again. I'll ask if he will reach out, but I want you to listen to me when I'm telling you that this person has a grudge against you. So that's not someone that you want to reciprocate if he does reach out. All right, let's ask. I'll ask if he'll reach out. I'm trying to read y'all stuff. Dan said he's a hairy dog. That's right. Tell her, Matt. Run, Christy, run. Be like Forrest Gump. All right, is this person going to reach out in the near future? We're just going to ask in the near future, okay? The Death card. Eight of Cups reversed. Empress reversed. Maybe, I'm going to have to stick with maybe, but not in the near future. The only reason why I'm saying maybe is because he still hasn't completely let it go. Even if he's only holding on to the negative things, that can still draw someone back in to try one more time. But I feel like it's not going to be a quick thing to happen with the Death energy and the Empress reversed. And if you're wondering, is he going to be changed when he reaches out? No. Has he grown and evolved since the last time we interacted? No. Empress reversed. It's not something that would help your path in a spiritual way either to open up to this person. But very possible eventually he could reach out, like message you or like a picture or comment on something you post or something like that. Three of Swords reversed. Eight of Cups reversed. Like he hasn't completely let it go, but I don't feel like it's going to be in a week or two with the Death card. But possibly yes. But I don't think that should give you a reason to like hold on to the idea of reciprocating it, because I don't feel like this person is for your best good. So it's just going to bring you down. You know what I mean? It's going to be like putting a brick and a chain around your ankle and then throwing you off the boat into the ocean. You're just going to sink straight down. You know, it's going to be something that'll hold you back in terms of like growth. Because I think you deserve to have somebody who will be honest in all the things, right? So you need to work on just being that person for yourself so that you'll attract that, and don't give in to this if they do. It wouldn't surprise me. I'm not saying it's gonna happen this way, but it wouldn't surprise me if this person didn't reach out right before you get someone that's better for you. Because that's the way it always crumbles, right? Are you sure you want to move on? That's Spirit saying, are you sure you want to get rid of this toxic pattern? So just don't give in if he does. And you said he's such a petty person. So that's what all you need to know. You just answered your own question about whether you need to deal with him. In case you have that question. If someone's being petty, that pulls on your energy in a negative way. And your energy's valuable. We always say like money's valuable, right? But our time and our effort, our attention, all that stuff is valuable. And we shouldn't give those things away because we have a limited amount of those things. Our time and effort and attention. Nope, I'm cutting you off, Christy. Out of love. You know, it doesn't matter if he was jealous with you and someone else. The person he is, he's insecure, so it's possible. It came out he was insecure, so an insecure person can easily get jealous of someone else, even if it's not valid. But that just shows you don't need that person. You just don't need to interact. Hey, Carrie. Yes, they do, Fiona. And most of the time, their ego's even bigger the more insecure or jealous that they get. You're welcome, Christy. Thank you. All right. Anybody that wants a free yes or no question, are you going to go live, Marky, or did I wait too late to go live? Because I know you said earlier in your live you started going to bed earlier. So that's why I was wondering. He's like, shut up, Marley. I done been live 11 times since you went live last. Why are you asking these questions? All right, general for Matt. Oh, you're having a bad day. Okay. Okay, you're writing a post on your community tab. Christy, his channel, if you click on his name, I think it'll pop up. It's Marky Mark's Tarot. Somebody's bothering you, Mark? Who we need to beat up? Oh, Lord. If that don't work, Christy, let me know. And I'll see if I can get his link. Because there's a way I can copy it and put it in the chat. Okay. Uh-oh. Same hoe, different day, but she's about to get called out. Oh, Lord, I'm going to have to put a new vape cartridge in for this. I'm just kidding. I'm trying to make you laugh. All right, let me do Matt's general. Hang out, Christy, for 1 second, and I'm going to put it in the chat for you. That's where we always hang out, at Marky's room. And he's a lot more consistent than me. Thank you, Miss Bikini. Strength card, Matt. Queen of Cups reversed. And the Hierophant is at the bottom. So as a general message, this is saying that if you're meeting with any resistance over the next couple weeks, that it feels like your strength is being tested, your patience is being tested. So as a result, everything you see out here in your world is like an undesirable thing that you're dealing with, and it just feels like you're having to push through, try very hard, exert a lot of energy to get through whatever the thing is. Spirit is saying focus more on the Hierophant, which is like the spiritual lesson you're learning, or the version of yourself that you're becoming by going through whatever this thing is. So it's just like you're being, forged in the fire kind of energy with the Strength card. You're literally being upgraded if you allow the lesson to work out that way for you. So just look at it in a way of, like from a higher perspective if you can. I feel like it will get easier, and then it'll kind of level out if you feel like a sense of resistance around something. I hope Christy asks Mark questions. Don't take it personal if Mark calls you a pain in the ass, Christy. He calls us all that. Okay? I'm just mentally preparing you for it, okay? Hey, Alice. You got a free yes or no question you want before I go? He laughing because he know it's true. That just means you're part of the club, Christy, okay? If he calls you a pain in the ass, that's all it means. You welcome, Matt. Does RJ plan to ask me to be his girlfriend or exclusive soon? He's a pretty good old boy, Christy. He said, boy, Oh, I'm 50. You get back. Hey, Jasmine, how are you, baby? It is so damn hot outside. That's why my cousin out there cutting grass in the dark. Does RJ plan to ask Alice to be his girlfriend or exclusive soon? 6 of Cups reversed. 8 of Pentacles reversed. It doesn't have to be true, Alice. I'll tell you like I told everybody else. I feel like this person's no reason is because they look at like an exclusive relationship as a lot of work and effort based on their past experiences. So I would say no, but it wouldn't be anything you've done wrong. It's more about how they view a one-on-one commitment. 8 of Pentacles reversed, 6 of Cups reversed. Thank you, Jasmine. All right, I got Alice. Anybody else want a free yes or no question? Dan said if he gets quiet and don't tease you, then run. I agree with that. Will I be able to meet R today? A crush in contact. Alright, I already see your question. You don't have to post it over and over. You're welcome, Alice. Three of Swords. The World reversed. I feel like there's going to be a blockage from you meeting that person today. 3 of Swords in the upright. Disappointment, sadness, the World reversed. This could be something that's happened before too with the World reversed. Alright, Jasmine Lily Lee. Will I hear positive news back from BCGV about them giving me a job offer soon? And Miss Bikini, you never asked, but if you want an oracle card, you can have it. Will Jasmine hear positive news back about them giving her a job offer soon? Will Jasmine hear positive news back about a job offer soon? These cards are jumping everywhere. You're welcome. Queen of Wands, 8 of Wands. I think yes, absolutely. Especially if you have like that willpower to like follow through, not in an annoying way, but in a persistent way. 8 of Wands is like messages, and the Queen of Wands is upright. So I'm gonna give that a yes. All right. There we go. I think I got everybody that wanted a free one, but I'm going to get Miss Bikini some oracles. She said, if I have time. I always have time, Miss Bikini. Yes, Jasmine, that was for you. You got the 8 of Wands and the Queen of Wands. So you got to come back and let me know if you get an offer. That's the only thing I ask. We're going to hook Miss Bikini up, Matt. I always give her these same cards. I know she's like, lady, I sent you 3 boxes of cards. You can't like dig some more out. I just like these. This one says, escape the ordinary. This can be about something that you already, I feel like you do, is like taking trips to places, going new places. Nurture yourself is essential to your well-being, just like getting your aloe water. That's not something that's just like a frivolous thing. That's good for your body, your soul, your well-being, right? Nurture yourself. It's okay to do good things for yourself and show yourself love. I agree, Fiona. I did take all the wrenches away from everybody that like had been modded up over the years. Only because some of them didn't even come in here no more, but Matt's like, oh God, she's about to make me have a freaking wrench. Explore outside your element to discover new magic. So again, this is like a little body of water and she looks like a fairy mermaid. Go into new places, like just in nature, and to enjoy yourself, just to like explore things. That'll help you escape the ordinary, Miss Bikini. And the bottom of the deck says, fitting in is boring. Be fiercely you. There we go. There you go, Matt. I'll take it back if you don't want it. Some people probably don't even want it. I remember I used to give them to everybody that I thought might be interested, but you know. And thank you for always helping me out, too. Marky said, oh, Lord, what happened to your pizza? You messed up your pizza? Is it really fast, Miss Bikini? Like the chat, does it go really fast? Because if I was a mod in a channel like that, I don't think I could do it. Some of them channels, it goes so fast, like I don't see how they catch it in time. Dan said, take a bow. It is hotter than a well digger's ass. I'm cutting my air back on again. It just went off. We gotta cut it on back down. They're very lenient. Mark and I don't mess around, but they are very lenient. Oh, they just let stuff pass on by, I reckon. It is. It's like until it gets dark, it's unbearable outside. Yes. Hotter than 2 rats screwing in a wool sock in the pantry of Satan. Lordy. Explorer Dora, she's good. I don't know who that is. And they're not supposed to use more than 1 emoji, so we have a night, but that takes care of it. Oh, you have a bot that like does it automatically? Pizza got ordered, but they messed up the order, so I had to reorder, and I waited 40 minutes, but it was good. So you finally got it at the end of the whole situation, basically. I'm telling y'all, Mercury is like on overdrive in Gatorade. Y'all just remember that this whole week, because we're only on Monday. If some crap gets messed up, or miscommunicated, or delayed, just be like, Mercury's in retrograde. It's all going to be working out in the next week or 2. Okay, the chat gets read to the driver, and that's why we can't have multiple emojis. I agree, Mark. Oh, Matt is a moderator in about 3 or 4 channels. Did you have a bad day, Dan? Like earlier, Fiona, I was in the bedroom and I walked out to tell Emily something, and by the time I got to the end of the hallway, I forgot what I was going to tell her. She's like, oh no, you can't be forgetting. You need to go back to the bedroom and think about it until you come back and remember. I ended the free questions, Pastel, but if you come back when I'm live again, I'll do it, I promise. She done turned my ass around and told me to go back to the bedroom. Pastel Dreams. Your name looks familiar. Like, was your name like Blessed One or something like that? Before? I mean, your picture is what I meant. Yes. Okay. Y'all, I think I'm going to go and go get me some more ice. Miss Bikini, when your aloe water comes, get you some ice, crushed ice, and pour the aloe water in there, and then it makes you cool off faster. You got stuff rescheduled at the clinic. Sounds like a Mercury retrograde kind of day. I've been trying to get Emily's health insurance reinstated, like sending in all this paperwork, and I've been working on it for like 4 weeks now. And I called today and they said they don't need anything else from me, but of course it's still pending. I have to wait on them to do whatever they got to do on their side. All right, I love y'all, and I don't know what day I'll come back, maybe tomorrow, but I don't like to promise y'all. But Marky's going live, so I'm coming over there with my blankie and my pillow. Okay, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye!